Hello, hello, everyone. Did everyone make it back over here? All right, everyone. Y'all made it back over here? All right. Hello, Spectations, Sonia, Ophelia, Deborah, Linda, Point 84. Hey, y'all. I'm glad y'all made it back over here. I'm drinking me some H2O. I'm drinking some H2O tonight here. Hello, Patricia T. Hello, Audrey. Now we're gonna have to talk. Have we seen the car yet? Have we seen Coleslaw with a car yet? Have we seen the truck yet? We ain't seen no G-Wagon yet from Coleslaw? Because if you a kept woman, you're supposed to be able to get what you want. When you a kept woman, you're supposed to have whatever you want. Because if I'm not working and I'm a kept woman, all my needs supposed to be met. Right? She has a car? Deborah, where'd she get the car? What kind of car she got, Deborah? Deborah, what kind of car she got? No, Deborah said she got a car. What kind of car she got, Deborah? Cause I must have missed it. Did she post it, Deborah? Oh, okay. I thought you said she got one. No, I'm saying if you are a kept woman is all your needs supposed to be met because you're not working. So a kept woman to me is you're supposed to have a car, your bills supposed to be made, supposed to be paid, everything. I don't supposed to be hitchhiking. I do not supposed to be asking for no ride. I'm supposed to have money in my account, money in my pocket, hair done, nails done. I'm supposed to have everything. Kept woman, they don't work. They supposed to have everything. All their needs are supposed to be met. Because Martell said there's no need for her to work because it wouldn't make sense. Because he take care of all of her needs. So I'm trying to see, did we get the car yet? Because, that's part of it, right? I got to have a ride. Now, me, like I said, I can never be a side chick. I'm gonna always have to be number one. Never. I can't be number 2, 3, 4, or 5. Can't do that. But what I'm trying to figure out here, while she's sitting here laughing, talking about you a kept damn woman, and you ain't had no vehicle since either the BMW got repossessed or it was totaled in a car accident, and you ain't had no car ever since then. And you on here talking about you a damn kept woman? I don't know. Now it'd be different if I couldn't drive. I wouldn't have no choice. I wouldn't have no car. But if I can drive and I got license, I want me a vehicle. I cannot. And then I don't understand how. This is just a question here. How would you guys sit up here and let somebody tell you that you can't work a first, second, or third shift job if the money don't make no sense? And that you definitely can't work no third shift job because you got a son and daughter to take care of. I don't think I would. I don't care if you're married or not. I don't think that should be your husband or your boyfriend's choice if you can work a first, second, or third shift job. I don't recall women asking nobody if they could work that. I was just baffled by that question. He said, no, you can't work that. He told her she couldn't even do a traveling nurse. I don't know, guys. I can't do that. I can't ask nobody like they my mom or my dad if I can do something. And that's a bad way to be as a woman, that you got to ask your, I don't even know what he said that's his fiance now. So that you got to ask your fiance if you can work. Don't you think that's fucked up? That you, let me see if I'm past the 10-minute mark. No, that you gotta ask your fiance if you can work. $600,000 a year. I don't say Martell makes $600,000 a year. Where's it at? Well, that's, you know what? That's what Google, I think I read something. Google said that. If you look up how much, these actors and stuff make, Google has said that. It sure did. I forgot all about that. Now, and that's where I found out. People said that you could go on Google, you could make your, I guess you could make a page on Google and, tell it, where you live at and what your net worth is. And I guess you could publish it on Google. See, I didn't know that. Let me know if y'all knew that you could publish your stuff on there, saying what your net worth is. Did y'all know that? I didn't know it. How was you happy that you got to ask somebody if you can work? And if they say you can't work, you can't work. So how does that help you? How is that helping you? Now, wait a minute. She might got some money because maybe she get child support for her daughter. Maybe she get child support for that little girl. So maybe that's how she probably have a couple of dollars in her pocket for her daughter. Maybe. What is it on there in point 84? Hello, Platter Bay. That's what I thought I saw it on Google because point 84 said it's not on Google. You said because you can Google people and they tell you stuff about different people. Yeah, and then you don't have any, and then she doesn't have any work experience. But he said if she don't make that, if they're not gonna start her off with $50 or $60 an hour, then she can't work. So what would be the point of you spending your money, as you say, for her schooling if she can't work? Ain't that a waste of money? And see, that's what I think is something wrong with him. Why are you spending your money if you didn't do the research of how much a LPN or RN will start off with as nursing if they don't have any work experience? I don't think he researched that, him or her. You said people don't know what's in people's bank account. People be putting that shit in the database. I feel sorry for people once AI kicks in. People minds are going to be wrong. Yes, yeah. It'd be a lot of stuff on Google. If I forgot, it's another place you can look it up too, and it'll say people make all this amount of money. They tell about their house and stuff. And people was like, oh, people can go and have people put that in there for them. Now, y'all know if I misstep or don't know something, I'll just tell you. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out is why she don't have no vehicle. Now, he has two vehicles. Is if she's a kept woman, why can't she at least have one vehicle? Is it that you want to control her so much, know where her whereabouts are at? Because she even said when she did have a job at the hospital that he used to be up there all the time bringing her lunch because he thought she was messing around with somebody. So that lets me know right there that you're insecure about yourself. You got a whole wife, but you up here checking up on your side piece. You up there at her job every day, bringing her lunch, allegedly. He said Martell cannot even get a distribution license. Is why his wine ain't selling. Wow. Yeah, it might be true. Melanie said you was she, getting paid 600 a month, so maybe only pay him the same thing too. Okay. Okay, so y'all, it might be true. Melanie said she was getting paid six figures, so that might be true. Okay. Martell, let's see, we don't know. All right, guys, we got Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is on the screen. Fair use, fair use. All things said are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that you may see on the screen. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Oh, no problem, point 84. Patricia T says six figures can be 100K. Okay. Um, um, Power in control. If she has a car and resources of her own, she could leave him and survive. Right. So that's why I don't think he want her to have no car. Right. That's why he probably don't want her to have no car because he want to take her and bring her. Martell was lying when he said he makes more than a doctor. At that showboat ninja was making 6K, he would have been updated that old ass SUV. Yes. And then another thing is, I think somebody said that he's in bankruptcy, but he has not paid the bankruptcy lawyer, allegedly. And then the lawyer that he just had for that DV case, he had to pay him too. And then he will have to pay another lawyer for next month's case with the child custody case. So he has a lot of overhead. You got to pay them lawyers. You got to pay them lawyers. Because at first he was just kept on getting different lawyers, pay him the starting fee, then he will get rid of them and then get another lawyer. But for so far he's been keeping this lawyer here for some. He's been keeping the same lawyer allegedly. He's been keeping the same one allegedly. Yep, he's been keeping the same lawyer. He has not been getting rid of him now. Martell sold his stock so he doesn't make that anymore. Yes, y'all remember when Martell mom's house was going into foreclosure? He sold his what is it called? The producer something. So he gets paid regular like own because him and Melody was the only one getting paid by own. But when his mother house was going into foreclosure or whatever it was, allegedly, he sold that to get the money for it. And now he get paid from Kingdom Reign. Is it Kingdom Reign? So he get what is it? What is it? What's the name of Carlos production? He gets paid by Carlos and Kingdom Reign or whatever it is. He gets paid by them now because Melanie and Martell at first was the only ones getting paid by own. But Martell has sold his. Let's see. Well, he said he was taking care of Coleslaw with his with money, and then he had to pay for it because he can't live. Him and Coleslaw can't live together. Then if he has the kids for the week, then he's paying for them lawyers. Then he got to pay for his bankruptcy. But somebody said he has not fully paid for that bankruptcy yet. You said Diana said it on her channel that he got paid that much. He used to get part. He probably used to, but he sold his um producer credit. I mean what is it? Credits or something? I forgot what it is. Producer something to Carlos. You said Carlos Coleslaw job was not all that at the hospital because Martell brought her that car and then she totaled it or it got repossessed allegedly. 6 figures a month, they only work 6 months a year. Well, that's what they said because allegedly teaching them said they make a lot of money. And then you get paid per the scenes that you do. So if you don't do a lot of scenes, you don't get paid. And Martell has not been doing a lot of scenes. He ain't been doing a lot of scenes at all. Or Destiny. And I don't wait a minute. I don't they haven't been doing a lot of scenes. Hello, Mary. You said Martell doesn't trust Coleslaw. He has to be in control over her. If she has a car, then he can't keep up with her. Now that's sad. If that's that's too. Hello, Renee. Excuse me, Rena Bass. Hello. Um, he doesn't have the same lawyer. He has been extended. It rescheduled his court date because he didn't have a lawyer. So I hope he. Wait, I think he has to have a different one when he go to court next month for the child custody case. You said that's why she's living in his Shaman's of his house. He can't afford to pay his rent. I don't think so either because when he had those kids, I wonder when he stayed. Because somebody said that he probably stayed with Marlene that week when he had the kids. Unless he got another house. And now, let's see. If he made that kind of money, why didn't he just pay off his mama's house so she would not lose it? The math is not adding it. Right. That's what Martell makes. You said she was a CNA? You said anybody can do that. Come on, that lady's already told us what the pay is from Carlos. It's not good. Hello, Alice. Martell will be in a better financial decision if he would have took the 15% of the business that Melanie offered, but I already said she made him tell her to shut it down. Yeah, that's what Coleslaw said she did. Coleslaw did not. Coleslaw allegedly said that she told Martell to tell Melanie to give him half, and Melanie said, "Hell to the fuck no." And that's what Melanie said. Dissolve. Once I already exposed them and said they don't get um said they don't get paid that much. They are nowhere near these Bravo checks. I can't believe y'all believe these lies. I know they don't get paid that. Winter, I remember when Winter said that. I think she said 2,500. At that, Winter said about 2,500. That's that. Hello, Precious Jay. Hello. Marshall gave that bird the down payment for that car, and she was responsible for the note. However, the car was a limit, and Martell was reimbursing Marshall for the car repairs. Wow! So she bought a lemon BMW. Oh wow! She bought a lemon BMW. Marcello's lawyer number 4. Please, he don't pay them. He moved to the next one. Yes, that's what they were saying, that he be having getting all type of different lawyers. He don't treat the same lawyers. Now that's a shame. Yeah, he lawyer hop due to no money to pay and to delay court proceedings. I can't list these people were making money like that. The Scots wouldn't be living across from a gas station, and Martell wouldn't be harassing their right. Martell using this girl for a storyline. He still wants his wife business to make Melanie jealous. She don't care. Carlos and the cast was going to sweep her out, going to attack her, but she left. Does CK look like he pays his people well? Well, when that African left him, he had to move and downsize. I know that. I wonder did he sell that mansion yet? I wonder did that mansion sell? Area what Melanie got. She is weird. Martell and his bird want Melody and her money. Melody living her life. Right. Did y'all see Melody in that fashion? They in New York. Melody looks so pretty. Let me bring her up here. Melody looks so pretty. Baby, Melody be bringing it. She can dress her ass off. I don't know. Some other people need to. Some other people need to get whoever her stylist is. Just saying. Be just a second. She even got Canavis there. She got Miss Deborah there with her. She said her mom stayed at home. Her mom didn't come this time. But Melanie, baby, Melanie is killing it. Here we go.
Also over here. Yeah. Yeah.
Tonight is the welcome reception. Your girl is headed to it. Got the whole squad. Right here with me. Well, with the exception of my mama. She stayed back. But everybody else is here. So let's go and see what's going on.
Starting with Miss Audrey Smalls, who was the president of the ground crew at the time. And Harriet Cole is here. She was the first person that to give President Award. And I love this because I'm from, I'm from Chicago.
Really, Mia?
Get out the Uber. It's time to go. It's Deborah. I said, we outside. Miss Deborah said, I see you. Then she can name us. Come on. Don't look, Canavis. Come on. You better come on. You better come on. You better come on, man. Better come on.
Okay, guys, that's Melody. She's in New York for her fashion week. She looks so pretty, y'all. She looks so pretty. He said yes, and Maurice is paying for the repairs. Yes, Melanie white dress is so pretty. Hey, who said that? My tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Let me take this batter down. I know Miss Deb and Canavis are enjoying themselves with Mel. Mel is good to her team. Yes, she is. I bet Martell kicking himself in his ass. Yes. You know, Martell could have been living a good life too, but you know, he let his feet control him. Hey K Smith. Looks like they having fun. I love it and I love NYC. Yes, I know they having a good time a ball there. I know they are having a good time there. Melanie, she always, I don't know if her stylist comes there with her and they do her hair while she's there, or she gets somebody in New York to do her hair, or she have a somebody like a hairstylist come and do her hair and makeup while she's there, or I don't know if they, you know, travel with her because Melanie be on point all the time, even for her TikTok lives, her clothes, her makeup, everything be on point. Unless Lauren, I don't know if Lauren comes in because Lauren does her makeup too. Also, Jay does her makeup. So I don't know if they're going to come in or she'll get somebody in New York to do her makeup. Yeah, they're going to say that's her man next. Because there was somebody up on her live today. What was his name? I forgot that man's name. It was a clear man up there. And he kept on asking her the same questions over and over and over. I think he was some type of troll, but I know Melanie got him up off of there because Melanie has started letting people come up on her lives, but some people be over there for the bullshit, and she get their ass right up out of there. Yeah, these people. I don't know. Why these people have time on their hand to come over there and Melanie live for what? What are you coming over there for, sir? What? You ain't got nothing else to do? Nothing else? Yeah, ain't got nothing else to do was come over there and harass Melanie. Some of these people are weird. Some of these people are weird. And while we on that, guys, we got Rashida's son. I guess he outside for a little while. We got Kai. Kai's outside, y'all. So let's take a look at him for a second here. We're gonna see Kai for a second. So I don't know. I guess Rashida. I don't know if he got a bodyguard with him or what. So Kai Frost, I've been through so much shit. I need a back rub. So that's Kai. I guess I don't know what he got in his mouth. I don't know. So that's Rashida's son, allegedly, who unalived somebody. So he's outside. He said he's been through a lot of stuff. He need a back rub. Authorities confirmed their top suspect in T Hood unaliving case is the son of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Kirk Frost and Rashida. So we know that. So T Hood family continues to demand justice and call out Rashida and Kirk Frost and two sons while sharing alleged phone calls while Kelsey Frost following Atlanta rapper unaliving. So I guess he's not in the house anymore. He's, he out. I don't know where he's at, but he's somewhere. So what do y'all think about this? He said he been through a lot of stuff. He need a back rub. Okay. Scrappy saying, man, he said, a man say, man, listen, I have people on both sides, and I'm telling you, we love both young man. And man, little nephew definitely deserves a little a breezy jack. Breezy jack. I don't know what Scrappy talking about. Y'all know how he be talking. Let me see. They said, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be posting shit. They said, but why advertise this? Who's advertising him? Why post this? Who's advertising him? They said, I don't know why these gated community kids want to act so bad. He's a writer for his sister. I don't celebrate anyone being unalive, but that boy was hurting. Well, yeah, I see that. I guess we could say beating out of that girl. That's what they saying here. Someone said behavior. He got the same audacity his daddy got. I never heard of Kirk putting hands on Rashida. If y'all heard of that, drop it in the chat. Same thing that makes you laugh will one day make you cry. I ain't never heard of Kirk putting hands on Rashida. Y'all let me know in the chat. If y'all heard of Kirk putting hands and feet on Rashida. Hands, feet, toes, whatever on Rashida. I've never heard of that. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. But I ain't never heard of Kirk putting hands on Rashida. We also got Miss Phaedra out here at we got Phaedra out here at the Emmy Awards. We got Phaedra out here. Now Phaedra, she has a good stylist too. Phaedra always slay. Phaedra is always slaying, baby. Phaedra don't come to play with nobody. Phaedra is always out here doing her big one. What do y'all think about Phaedra outfit? I love it. I love the hair. Now a lot of like dark skinned complexion women, they can't pull off that blonde hair, but for some reason her and Mary J. Blige can pull off this blonde hair. They do. I'm just being honest. I don't think Phaedra tried. Somebody said she tried so hard. Just go sit down. I think Phaedra looks nice. She always looks uncomfortable. Let me know about her outfit. I think she looks nice. What do y'all think? I think Phaedra looks nice for her outfit. I love it. Somebody said Phaedra been looking 60 since she was 35. I don't know. Something about this ain't giving what it's supposed to be given. I like the outfit. Now everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Let me know what y'all think about the outfit. People up in the comments tearing her up. How do y'all think Phaedra looking outfit, y'all? Hey, Deborah, my tea sipper is giving Marilyn Monroe. That's what I thought. Patricia said if Kirk was putting hands on Rashida, she wouldn't tell it. Okay. Phaedra looks good to me. That's what I'm saying. But I've never heard that Kirk put hands on Rashida. I've never heard of that. No, Parson was never arrested. Kai Frost was never arrested at all. He was never arrested. He was never arrested at all. And then, guys, we got now y'all know that Papoose been out here with Clarissa doing this thing, and I guess Remy Ma decided to pop out with her man. She wanted to come with, Remy Ma wanted to be seen with her man, Easy the Black Captain. She said if Papoose gonna be out here with Clarissa Shields, she gonna be out here with Easy the Black Captain. I'm just showing you what they doing. Fans spotted Remy Ma and her man Easy at the Eagles versus Chiefs football game. So there they go right here. That's Easy the Black Captain, and that's Remy.
Both ain't shit. Me.
Well, turn off the music, but let me turn the music off. What y'all think about that? They decided to pop out. They said Clarissa and Papoose out here. They want to be out. They want to be seen too. They want, they want some spotlight as well. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Yeah, what do y'all think about Remy and Easy the Black Captain? They want to get some spotlight too. Papoose and Clarissa taking up all the spotlight. So Easy the Black Captain and Remy are not getting any, spotlight, so they want the spotlight as well. What do y'all think about that? I'm not a really big fan of Easy the Black Captain and Remy. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm just not a big fan of them. I like Remy. I'm not too big of a fan of Easy the Black Captain. I'm not. I'm just being perfectly honest with y'all. I don't too much care for Easy the Black Captain. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about Easy the Black Captain. Let me know what y'all think. I'm just not a big fan of his. Now, my girl Remy, I love Remy, but I just don't like Easy the Black Captain. Now, let me know what y'all think about them. I'm just not a big fan of theirs. Now, it's okay, other people have their own opinions about them, or what have you. I just don't like them. I don't know. It just seems like he's a clout chaser. It seems like he's trying to use Remy for publicity to me. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what it's given to me. That's what it's given to me. Let me know what y'all think. Hey guys, we got to talk about this. There was another young man that was at a college that was found hanging from a tree. Both of his legs were broken. He had bruises on him and everything. Now, how did he get broken legs and hang himself from a tree? Well, let me put it on here, guys. Let me know what y'all think.
18-year-old Aaron Burns says he had to defend himself when a group of teens attacked him several months ago while he was working at Fatburger. Community leaders are now rallying behind Aaron, surprising him with a gift that left him speechless. The attack was caught on surveillance video and has been seen by millions on social media.
I had no conversation with him, so I don't even know why I was brought into it.
Aaron says it all stemmed from a fight at his high school. He says he wasn't involved and was in class during the fight. Aaron believes the group that targeted him thought he had something to do with it and attacked him.
They walked in the back and they asked what was my name.
But before he could respond, he says punches were thrown. We are blurring the video because so far, no one has been charged in the attack. Chicago police are still investigating.
I was just shocked because I can't believe they came up here to fight me and I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Jackie Jackson is the owner of Fatburger Chatham and is still outraged by what happened.
How dare them come into my business, destroy it, and put my team at risk, scared the customers off. I was so frustrated.
In spite of the attack, the owner says Aaron came back to work, taking Ubers every day to make sure he was safe and on time. Community organizer Early Walker saw the attack on social media and felt compelled to step in.
The fact that he stayed working here, the fact that he stayed an employee and didn't let this deter him. I mean, oftentimes, we see in the news, kids don't want to work. Well, Aaron is a prime example of kids do want to work, right? And kids, can be productive. And, Aaron is a prime example of that.
A big surprise was in store for Aaron, one he had never.
We're going to help you with that. We're going to give you a check so that you can get your new car.
Oh, that was so sweet.
$4,000.
And that's not all. The Chatham community came out to Fatburger to support this Black-owned business and show their love to Aaron. 100 customers got free meals today in support of Aaron and Fatburger Chatham. Early Walker is sponsoring another 100 meals Saturday at 10:30 a.m. The goal is to turn something negative into positive acts of kindness. Samantha Chapman, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now that is something right there. All them people came up to his job to jump him, and he still stayed there working, and he was Ubering every day to work. Now look at God. Look at God. Them people came up there and gave him a $4,000 check to get him a vehicle. Look at God. But I was trying to bring y'all this other story about the young man that was hung from a tree at the college. In just a second here. When people always do stuff to try to make it bad, it always turns out good. You come up to somebody's job to jump them. That's somebody's job. That man didn't have nothing to do with nobody fighting or nothing, but y'all come up there to somebody's job. That makes no sense. So let me show y'all this right here. So this right here, I don't know why it's so many. So let me put this up here. So heartbreaking, body of a Black student found hanging from a tree on Delta State University campus. This is a young man right here. Was found hanging from a tree, y'all. Yep. 1 second here. So the body was found hanging from a tree in the middle of the campus near the Court of Governor's dorm. The student was later identified by family and friends via Facebook as Trey Reed of Garner, Mississippi. All details surrounding his death haven't been released, but we continue to follow the story as the investigation continues. So this young man here was found hanging from a tree, and they trying to say that he committed suicide, y'all. Now, they said that his arms were broken or his legs was broken, allegedly, and he also had bruising on him. So if somebody was going to do that to themselves, how would they do that if they either had broken arms or legs and they was bruised up? How would they put themselves up there in the tree? How would that happen? How would they put themselves up there in the tree? Now, I've never heard of, have I ever heard of Delta State University? I don't think I've heard of them. But how, if your legs broken or your arms broken, how are you going to put yourself up there in a tree with rope and everything? I call my son, you know, mostly every day to make sure he's watching surroundings, make sure he knows what's going on, you know. Now, how is this young man with broken arms or legs, bruised up, put himself up in a tree? And this is in the South. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this man was able to put himself up in a tree? Do y'all think this man was in a tree? Let me know what y'all think. Hello, whatever happened to Baby Jane? Oh, make sure y'all notifications are turned on. I think Phaedra looked great last night too, Deborah. You said Remy and him and her little girl was at Fashion Week. Oh, okay. I saw a clip of her at Fashion Week. I couldn't find it again. He just that man that Remy messing with, he don't have anything going on for himself. He got a ride off of Remy coattail. He don't have anything going on. He riding off of Remy coattail. He don't have nothing going on. He said, I think they all need to focus on getting a divorce. Yes. From what I heard last, y'all, Remy was saying that he needed to get a lawyer and sign a divorce paper. So from what my understanding is that he got he went down there and signed the papers, but we haven't heard anything else about the divorce. Because they both had moved on with other people. And I don't know what Remy want with this man. This man ain't got nothing. You said that really upset you today? You said it was 2 hangings today in Mississippi. The black student was found on a campus at Delta State, and a clear guy was found in Vicksburg today as well. Oh, wow. Yes, please hit the like button, please, and thank you. JD Vance was on Charley Kirk's YouTube channel yesterday and honoring him, and all he was doing was preaching hate and blaming the Democrats and blacks in the left's inciting violence. That's how they do. And then they trying to, you know, they going around this country acting like this man was a president or something. They acting like, and then they acting like they get mad at black people because they say they have no empathy for him. People have a freedom of speech. Nobody has to have no empathy for him. So they're going around asking people, how do you feel about Charley Kirk? They say they don't feel no ways tied. They don't feel no ways tied. They don't feel no way. Why are you getting mad about that? You don't have to feel no. If somebody say they don't feel no way, okay, that's their thing. We don't have to feel no way. If people are saying they feel no way about this man passing, what is the problem? This is, you have freedom of speech. This man preached nothing but hatred towards all other races and black people. So if people don't want to feel no ways about it, that's fine. These people are crazy. Hello, my sweet. You don't have to feel empathy for somebody if you don't want to. What's wrong with people? You said the chief of police has said no foul play is suspected in the autopsy hasn't been released. So I'm hope my opinion until I see the facts, but it doesn't sound suspicious. Okay. Okay. But they're saying that the black boy, his arms are broke or his legs was broke, and he had bruising on him. So how would you put yourself in a tree if your arms or legs are broke? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hey, Lady Pooh, my mind. Make sure if you guys are coming in, you're hitting the like button, please, and thank you. And remember, if you're new to the channel, please think about becoming a subscriber so you can become a tea drop or a tea sipper. Yep, monthly checks was coming directly from OWN. If you get paid for OWN, you get paid more money than if it's coming from Kingdom Reign. Yep. But they are encouraging this kind of violence behavior. Your guys do whatever it takes to protect yourself because of groups are on social media threatening to do harm to blacks and other races. Okay, what do they want to do harm to us for when it was a clear person who took him out? Didn't no black person take him out. It was a clear person who took him out. So that's what I'm trying to understand. Why do they want to do harm to black people and other races if there was a clear person that took this man out? That's what I'm not understanding. $48 likes and 68 in the chat. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, guys, please, and thank you. Even if you're up there in the bushes. What I'm trying to understand, guys, did no clear person, I mean, black person take out this man? So let's listen to this black pastor. If he don't hear, let's see. Let's listen to this. They trying to make people have sympathy for somebody that didn't even like black people. I'm confused here with this whole situation. So it's okay for them to get on there and say they don't like black people, but then you say you don't like him. What the hell is the problem here?
Charley Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half staff, calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land.
Yes. Yo, why would the flags be flown at half staff? Who the fuck he supposed to be? He ain't no president. He ain't no government person. Why would the flags be flown at half staff? He a regular person. So why would the flags be at half staff for this person? Who is he? And I digress. I'm just look. Like I said, I don't promote no type of violence. But why are we acting like this man was some type of a president or something? Now I know damn well they're not trying to have his funeral at the at the Capitol or the White House or something like that, like he was some damn president. Now I know damn well they're not trying to do that.
And hearing people with selective rage who are mad about Charley Kirk, but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home, tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life.
Right. Y'all remember them two Democrats that got unalived? They didn't do this much for them. And they were government people. They were putting up no flag tail staff for them. This wasn't even a government person.
I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil.
Hello.
And how you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Hello.
I can abhor the violence that took your life, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live.
Well, hello.
I am overwhelmed. Charley Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated, but I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff, calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land.
Yeah, how does that work, guys? This man get flags put half staff for him like he was some president or a government agent or something like that, like he worked for the damn government. I was gonna say if they would have put him in the Capitol or the White House, look, shit, I might would have walked the fuck up there. They acted like this man was a president or something. And some people are getting fired for their job. Because if they be on the internet and they ask them how they feel about him, they say they don't feel no way. People are getting fired. A black man got fired from the school because the man said he doesn't have no what did he say? Empathy for him, and he got fired. Because you got an opinion saying that you don't have no empathy for this man and you get fired from your fucking job. How does that work? You don't have the right to freedom of speech? When all this man did is talk about hatred, he was even talking shit to a little black kid. Because the man was talking about segregation. He said that it should never been segregation. And a little boy said, well, without segregation, I wouldn't be here. He said, you're right. You're exactly right. You wouldn't be here. So he gets to say what the hell he wanted to say. But then when we say something, it's wrong. He was even talking about George Floyd and Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King. So he can say that shit. And Trump said he want all the black statues moved out of any public or local facilities. All black statues got to go. That anything that got to do with slavery got to go. The lady and her husband and her dog that was unalive, she was Congresswoman, and the man who took their lives was Republican, and Trump did not say one word about them. Right. I thought his service was to be Sunday at some arena. Why did he got to be in the arena? What type of big shot is he? All he did was on what, YouTube? What type of big arena? What type of big shot was he? This man was more popular in by him being unalive to me, because he wasn't as popular. But by him being unalive, he's popular now. You know what? This world is so backwards. I don't know what to say, y'all. This is a backward ass world. Did nobody care about this man? Well, I'm not gonna say that, but you know, y'all know what I'm saying. They talk more about this man on the news and the TV than they were talking about him when he was alive, y'all. And I'm just keeping it real with you. All this man did was spread hatred. He didn't like any other races, but y'all talking about he was a Christian. I thought God said, love thy neighbor. He didn't let, if you wasn't clear, he didn't like you. And he didn't like hide that as no secret. I like people when they be honest with me that they don't like black people. I appreciate your honesty. I do. That be no affront you don't like me. I like to be told up front that somebody don't like me. You can tell me up front that you don't like me. We ain't got to beat around the bush or nothing. You don't like me, cool. That's all I'm saying. That's all it got to be. If you don't like me, that's cool. And a lot of people can't, you know, like if somebody say that, you know, they can't segregate restaurants and stuff. I don't care if they segregate no restaurant. I'd like to know up front if you don't want me in your restaurant or your place or, you know, business. So I know where not to spend my money. I'm okay with that. Because I don't want you doing shit to my food or nothing. All right. Good night, Lady Pooh. Thank you so much for coming over to support the channel. It's in the arena in Phoenix. You said that these young kids know him? But what I'm trying to understand is why they want to harm people if it was a clear person that took him out. That's what I don't understand. Why are they trying to hurt other races where it was one of their own? Because his father then was MAGA and his father was a Republican pastor. So why are they trying to hurt other races? Move MLK statues, but he is going to have one made of Charley Kirk. Let him have one made because when the Democrat get in there, they're gonna have it removed. Allegedly, they're having a huge KKK rally Sunday. I have someone trying to set me up on Facebook. I blocked them immediately. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lady Pooh. A black female student got arrested because of speaking out against him. So you can't say nothing about him? But you guys remember he was Trump boy. If it wasn't for him, Trump would not have gotten into office. This man had all the YouTube college kids following him, so they voted for him. He targeted black women the most. Yeah, you know that it's just, you know what? This is just a shame. It is bad. Now I got my little pow, but I think I need to go get a bigger one. Just being honest. Just being honest. Because, you know, my whole thing is, guys, I don't want to hurt nobody, but I can't let nobody hurt me and my family, me and my kids. I can't do that. But it does say in the Bible, protect your home. It does say that, you know. And that's what you got to do. You got to protect your home. They acting like this man was some type of a god or something. No. When all those people were talking about Floyd, nobody said nothing. They were saying all type of stuff. But Trump, 47. That's why he got his day coming. They didn't pump something in his. They didn't give him a shot in his ass or something. They say he was playing golf or whatever he's doing. But I think this was all just a deflection from them Epstein files. That's what I think it was. I think this is all a distraction from them Epstein files. I do. I think this is just a distraction from the Epstein files, y'all. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I think this is just a distraction. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all think they didn't mourn him at all? So many people here. Let me see. So many people here was I lied. Wait a minute. So many people here was I lost their jobs just for saying how they felt about Charley Kirk. 47 got into office because of Elon Musk rigging the election. Yes, but I think Elon really want to come out. He's been dropping clues that he kind of helped him with rig the election or what have you, but he don't really want to come out and say it's there because that's a crime and he's going to get, deported back to Africa. That's why I think he won't come out and say it. That's my personal opinion, y'all. That's why he won't fully come out and say it, that he rigged this election for Donald Trump. That's just my personal opinion. That's why he won't fully come out and say he rigged this election, because he knows if he do, he could go to jail. But my personal opinion, Donald Trump ain't gonna be here that long. He gonna tear the bottom up out of hell, y'all. So he gonna join his father down there. In my personal opinion, he gonna join his father. My personal opinion, he gonna join his dad down there. Just saying. He gonna join his dad down there. He gonna join his dad down there when he get there. He gonna join his dad. Cause that, I have never seen a person that evil before in my life. Just evil to the core. Just evil. These some evil people. For what? Y'all, I'm gonna have to get me look. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go. No, I'm just gonna drink my H2O, because when I be talking about these people, when I be talking about them, I get so angry. But I'm gonna stick to my water. I'm gonna stick to the water. Y'all, let me know. Have y'all got y'all Winter Wonderland tickets, let me know in the chat. You said they had a visual here today, and they have. Wait a minute. Hey, Cam. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see what y'all said. They had a visual here today, and they have suspended 2 professors at the university here because they didn't mourn him. See, that's what I don't understand. How you gonna make somebody mourn somebody? Don't we have the freedom of speech here, y'all? Or am I tripping? Also, when MAGA turned their back on Charley, he was doing too much. Trump left Charley. He turned his back on him, allegedly. You know what? These people are sick. I don't know. These are some sick people, y'all. Those queer men are intimidated by Black people. Let me tell y'all something. I already know that. I already know that. That's why it was easy to get Charley, allegedly. Distraction, and for a person to start 187. Yes. Elon and Putin rigging the election. It may be a deflection, but be careful, stay safe, protect yourself. These groups are not playing. They are going to be trying to take people out, and nothing is going to be done about it. Protect yourself. Oh, look. Friday, but they're probably gonna give me a loaner. Anyway, I'll take my car to the shop. I know Friday here they do lessons and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be going there and or what have you. Because when I first went to the Pow Pow shop, it took them a while for them to give my thing to me, and then they called me. It's like, okay, you can come get it. But there were women in that shop. The one woman had a AK. She said, "Oh, this one right here is just for my to protect my house with." She said, "This is for to protect my house." She said, "But I got 2 other ones that I keep with me at all times." I said, "You go, girl. You go, girl. I ain't mad at you." You said Trump is allegedly before this year is out. Well, you know the Simpsons predicted that he's supposed to be out of here. Now, God knows I don't wish that on nobody, but I'm just saying what's going around here. They said his kidneys are failing. He got congestive heart failure and things like that. I don't wish that on nobody, even though I know this man does not like Black people. I know that. But I do not wish nothing bad on him. But it's been alleged that he got congestive heart failure, and he has congestive heart failure in his kidneys. Because y'all know he don't drink no water. He only drink Diet Cokes. And the Simpsons have predicted. If y'all get a chance, go look at some of the stuff that the Simpsons predicted years ago. I remember I was watching The Simpsons with my son that's 30 years ago. And some of the stuff that they had when I was watching it with my son is the stuff that became true now. Go back and watch it. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if this man is a time traveler that works for The Simpsons, but some of the stuff that they said when I was watching The Simpsons with my 30-year-old son is coming to fruition. Just saying. Trump's mom even said he wasn't worth a damn. She sure did. And then she even said something. She said, y'all remember, she said, my son become a president? She said, hell no. She said something to that extent. She said she know her damn son could never become president. Don't nobody want Kamala for president. Let her stay with her clear family and husband. Pray she doesn't run again. She said she wasn't running no more. She sure did. I agree, my sweet. JD Van is worse than him. He said then, I think he meant Trump. But yesterday he looked better than he did last week, but he has an evil soul. You know that, y'all know that they got special medicine that they give the president that is not even on the market for the public. And they can give them a shot in the ass and they'll be perked right on up. That's why when COVID was out and they said he had it, they gave him some medicine, fixed him right on up. Well, we wouldn't be going through the shit that we going through now if Kamala was president. You right about that, Patricia. I think we would have been getting a reparation right now. I'm just being honest. Kamala is I like Kamala. Kamala is an educated woman. And this shit that we going through right now, we wouldn't be going through it. Now they talking about let me tell y'all something. They think that the black people is the one that get the welfare. These other world states, they are the ones that get the welfare, and these red states, they are the ones that get the welfare. And then if it wasn't been for these presidents bailing out these farmers, they would have been bankrupt. We was bailing out these farmers, giving them millions of dollars. Tens and thousands of dollars for them. If it wasn't been for Joe Biden them giving these farmers all this money, they would have been went bankrupt. But now all of a sudden, they mad because they can't. Donald Trump won't give them no money. These farmers would have been went bankrupt. You see, the black farmers, they doing what they've been doing, running their own crops and doing their own thing, like they've been doing. But now they asking the government to give them money to help with their damn farm. So if you get money, ain't that a handout if you asking the government for money? Let me know in the chat. Ain't that a handout if you asking the damn government for money? That's a form of welfare. Anytime you ask the government for money, that is a form of welfare. Let me know in the chat if I'm right or wrong. What I'm saying, Patricia, that the stuff like with the cell phones and all that stuff, that I saw that way back when I used to watch The Simpsons with my son, that's 30 now, a long time ago. And then with the, you know how you can do a video where you can see the other person? They had that out with the cell phones when my son was probably 8 or 9 years old, where they said that you would be able to see the other person on the phone and things. I thought that was just, like made up. And I thought about that. I said, when I was watching The Simpsons with my son, they had a cell phone in The Simpsons like that, where they said you're going to be able to see the other person on the line. So I can do FaceTime with my son, and The Simpsons had that out when my son was 9 on a cartoon. Yep, they've been doping him up to prop him up. Yeah. Kamala will not be doing anything. She only cares about her clear family when you people aren't. Okay. And I respect everybody's opinion. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think the world will be like it is right now. Arkansas and them said they are going bankrupt. Now it's to the point that a lot of these farmers from the South, Arkansas, I think Tennessee, Nebraska, all of them are getting on there and saying if the government don't help them, they're going to lose their farms. They're going bankrupt. Well, then they saying that, and then some of them are praying. But my whole thing is this: if you accept money from the government for your farm, Is that not a form of a government bailout or welfare? Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Let me know in the chat. Because if we go get money for food stamps, Medicaid, and child care, that's a form of welfare. I agree with that. But if they get money for their farms and stuff, ain't that welfare? Just want to know. Anything is better than 47. I agree with that. This is all I'm saying right here. It's okay for anybody to get help from your government because you pay taxes. But it's not meant for you to live on it for years and years and years and not get off of it. That's the only thing I'm saying. I have been on welfare before. I took my own stuff off when I got myself together. I don't lie about that. If I need it again, I will go apply for it again. And I told the people, like, you say what? Oh, I said I need to end my services. I need to turn my card in and everything. The people usually don't do this. Well, I'm doing it. I don't need it no more. So that's what it's there for, in case you need it. And I like to have that there in case, something happened, you need it. I will never say I won't need it again. I don't know what's going to happen down the line. Okay? So that's why I say I never think I'm better than nobody or anything. You could have $20,000 or $30,000 in the bank. Anything could happen, and it's gone, and you might need the welfare or whatever. So I like to have that there in case I need it. I don't lie to people and say I've never been on welfare, food stamps, or Medicaid. I don't lie about that. But when I got myself together, I took myself off. Yeah, so some people, they just want to continue to stay on it. They don't want to better themselves. But I've never been on Section 8 housing or anything like that. I've never been on that. And I think, I do think Section 8 has fell through the cracks where people have been on Section 8 for decades, and they it's like a family thing. They kids that get pregnant, then they'll hip them on to how to get on Section 8. Then the other kids, another generation. It's time for you to get off of it. Now, if you're sick or disabled, yes. But if you're able to work, an able-bodied person, I agree. 2 years, that's it. You got to get off. That's a stepping stone for you to be able to do. And I've seen a lot of people like, well, I can't work that many hours, but they'll take me off of Section 8. So you'd rather not get a job that's paying more money or work more hours because they're going to take you Section 8. Like I said, it's a gift and it's a curse. Then if you got a man or whatever, you can't be on Section 8. So which one is it? Just saying. Either you do or you don't. There you go, spectators. They only call it welfare when they're giving it to Black people. But see, this is the thing. They won't say all the shit that the Black people invented and then they stole. Well, how about this? Give the Black people, and don't y'all come fucking with us, our own land, our own state. Let us go and give us all the shit that we invented and let us go on about our business. So we can have our own schools, our own restaurants, our own businesses, our own banks, our own everything. Split it down the line, right? Since y'all don't want to be around us, let us have our own shit. Y'all stay on one side, we stay on one side. Give us all our shit that we invented, and let's call it a day and see how it works out. Don't come and try to flood no other towns or none of that shit. Let's see how that works out. Just saying. Now, for the clear people who want to come with us, that's fine. Because let me tell y'all something. All clear people don't think like that. There is a lot of clear people that when it was segregation that marched with us. Well, not with me, with my grandmother them and MLK them, that helped us. So all clear people are not like that. Some clear people could have got taken out of here for helping the Black people. clear people had black people hiding in their basements, bunkers, and everything, helping them. So I'm not going to even for 1 minute say that all clear people are like that. No, ma'am. Some clear people in my family, it's hard for me to believe that they're clear people. I'm just being honest with you. And without those clear people, a lot of us, some people would not have made it. So all clear people are not racist. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I got clear people in my family. You wouldn't even think that they're racist, that they're white. And people will tell you that if, you know, the people that when they were doing segregation, there were people marching with King that there were white people. Excuse me. So not all of them are like that. Correct. Whatever happened to Baby Jane. What I'm saying is that if you need the help, get the help. There's nothing wrong with that. But I can't believe Trump thought that black people didn't work. Trump really thought that black people didn't work because he said that the black people were going to go out there and work the farms because they don't work. Trump really, he's not in touch with reality. He thought that all black people did not work and were criminals. Then when he got all those immigrants sent back and wouldn't no black people come out there and work, then I guess he's like, sir, there's no black people coming to the farms. Sir, black people have jobs. He thought black people did not have jobs. He said it. I don't, you know, I hate that he liked that or whatever, but they thought that black people didn't work and that the black people weren't going to go to the farms. Sir, you need to get the better people around you that got sense, because how do you think the black people are making it if they don't got no fucking job, sir? What do you think they were doing? Now, don't get me wrong, we got some bad black people that I don't want to be around my fucking self. Okay, I'm being honest with you. I don't love y'all. Some black people I don't want to be around. They do fucked up shit. I don't like going around people when they, you know, fighting and all that type of shit, throwing chairs and shit. I go on a vacation. You hear what I said? Vacation. Y'all got reefer going all over the place, loud music and shit. You know, I don't want to do all that. If I, you know, like on a carnival, people on that ship throwing chairs, fighting and all that shit. I don't want to do it. I ain't got time for it. That's what I said. You got black people and you got ninjas. Now I don't want to be around the ninjas. I want to be around the black people. You do got black people and you got ninjas. I don't want to be around the ninjas. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. People going to captain dinners, they said, with swimsuit on. You know, if you go to a captain's dinner, you're supposed to have on a nice dress. You're supposed to be not dressed nicely. Why would you go to the captain's dinner with half dressed like that? That's why I say people that lost, you know, they don't have no morals, no respect, and integrity for themselves. What? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like when my son went for his first interview at Cousins, this when he was 14 years old. He went there. I told him to put on some nice, you know, either khakis or some slacks and a white t-shirt. A white button-down shirt. They told him, well, we're not used to people coming in here dressed like that. That's how you supposed to dress for an interview. You got people nowadays going to interview with booty shorts on, cut-up shirts. Some going with pajama shirt, pants on, bonnets on. I don't know what's wrong with people. When I was in school, and I know they probably don't do this no more. I started working when I was 12 for summer job. They taught us how to dress for an interview. They taught us how to set up straight for an interview and make sure you're giving the person that's interviewing you eye contact. You look at them in the eyes and stuff. Don't be looking down. Don't be slouched over in a chair and stuff. You give them eye contact and stuff. They taught us how to do an interview and stuff, how to dress and everything. What colors to wear, like blue and black. I don't know, they probably don't do that now, but that stuck with me. And I really thank them for doing that, you know, when I was 12 years old. And that stayed with me even to my adulthood, how to dress for an interview, how to do an interview, you know, and things like that. I don't know if they teach the kids that now, but I teach my kids that. The information that was passed on to me when I was 12 or 13, when I went to, you know, my first job, and then they was doing like how to, you know, dress for a job, how to talk on the job, you know, for an interview and everything. I passed that on to my kids. That's the type of summer jobs we had. It was a summer job, but they also taught you how to dress for the summer job, how to look, how to talk, and everything. Just saying. And it was called CYD, and it was by a Black lady, Janetta Robinson. Her daughter and granddaughter was unalived by the ex-husband. He unalived her daughter and her child, and she made CYD. Youth Community Development. When that man took her daughter and her granddaughter, her ex-husband, she made Youth Community Development. We call it CYD. Her name was Janetta Robinson. Her and her mother ran it. And she passed away some years ago, and her son was supposed to keep it up, and he didn't. He let it go to hell. Just saying. And she always had a big picture when you walk in there of her daughter and her granddaughter that was unalived by her her daughter that was unalived by her ex-husband. Yep. Let me see what they're saying here. But America, yeah, but American children that can barely read or write. A felon, a incompetent, incoherent man to lead us to the gates of hell. Now, Deborah, you know there's a movie called The Gates of Hell. Now, y'all know I'm a 70s child. There's a movie called Gates of Hell. Y'all know I'm a 70s child. There's a movie called that, The Gates of Hell. If you know, you know. It's a movie called that. Let me know if y'all ever seen that movie called The Gates of Hell. Have you ever seen online where the WW that wear red when the Vikings invaded with what I posted your favorite of people on YouTube that got suspended off YouTube? No, Expectations, no. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I became a YouTuber. I really became a YouTuber after being with I used to be a member of Sassy T's channel. And then I told y'all the story how I met Tea Talk with Your Girl and everybody else. And baby, Sassy is one of the sweetest women in the world. She didn't know me from a fucking can of paint. I came to one of her meet and greets, her and Tea Talk meet and greet, and Sassy and Tea Talk just with open arms. They, you know, that's why, you know, it kind of hurts my feeling when I hear people talk about them, because they are some sweet ladies. They didn't know me from a can of paint. I'm coming from a whole nother state. And they are some sweet women. I didn't, you know, like I told y'all, I didn't know them from a can of paint. And they welcomed me with open arms. And we've been rocking and rolling ever since. And it's hard to meet people like that, you know, at my big age. You know, it's hard to make friends like that in different states, you know, when you're older. But I love those women I love them to death. And you know, Sheila Joe, Regina Phillips, Lady C, 32 Shots. These women, we just get along. We'll see each other a couple of months. We meet back up just like we left off. And it's hard to find people like that. You know, it is. It's hard to find people like that in this world. Hello, just stop the lies. What happened to my comment? What happened to your comment? Just stop the lies. Welcome, welcome. Everybody is welcome over here. We can agree to disagree. Everybody is welcome over here. What comment did you have? Put it back up here. Just stop the lies. What comment did you have? Put it back in the chat. As long as it's respectful, put it back in the chat. Okay, you said since we're speaking on Kamala, educated Kamala, the same Kamala that qualifies more than any man in the history of this country to be president, and she knows her race. Okay. But America chose a man that can barely read or write. Yeah, see, Donald Trump, see what I say about race, guys. Everybody else, Barack Obama, all the other presidents had to have their school records pulled. They had to have all their transcripts pulled. But when it came to Trump, y'all know what they did to his transcript? They hid him, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. They would not let the school give Donald Trump records up. But Kamala them, Barack Obama them, all their records had to be given up. Everything. Oh, okay, there we go. I said it was called Dress for Success and it was deleted. Okay, there we go. And I don't know why, but I'm sorry about that. Hello, yes, Dress for Success. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, when I was in this was when I was in middle school, so I've been working ever since I was 12 and a half years old. Yep. 12 and a half years old. My other son has been working since he was 14. My son that's 20, he's had the same job since he was 14 years old. He started working at Cousins when he was in high school. When he was 14 years old, he's been working at that job ever since. My other son, when he was in college, he worked at a grocery store called Syndex when he was 14, and he worked at that job. He would come home from college and everything. He worked at the same job. So my kids are not like job hoppers. They work at the same job. They don't like change. If they got one job that works, they stay there. And like if my son come home from college and say he want to go over there to work, they're like, okay, come on. He'll just call him and say, can I come to work? They'll just let him come to work. You don't have to do nothing. They'll get, and the same thing when my other son was in college, my 30-year-old, he'll just say, I'm home from college, can I come to work? They'll say, yep, they'll put him on the schedule because they're good workers. You said 47 is special, his dad paid for his diploma. I believe that. I can believe that. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Welcome, welcome. And that's why I make my sons work so hard for their education, because even though as a Black woman, I do have it hard, but Black men have it twice as hard. So that's why I push my son so much to get some type of degree or what have you, because they have it twice as hard. So that's why I push them so hard. They might not like it, but I push them. How many people in the chat are going to Winter Wonderland? Let me know in the chat. Because we're going to be doing a meet and greet. If y'all coming, I want you guys to come to the meet and greet so I can meet y'all. But I do appreciate all of y'all for coming over to support my channel. Because, like I tell people, y'all don't have to come over to support my channel. Y'all do. Yeah, but I think it's really bad that you don't have freedom of speech. Because if you say that you don't have any empathy for people, you get fired from your job and things like that. I just think that's terrible. I do. I think that's bad. I think you should be able to say how you feel and keep it moving. If you don't have no empathy for somebody, that's fine. You shouldn't have to be fired from your job if you don't have empathy. You shouldn't have to be fired. Right or wrong. When people were saying all that stuff about George Floyd, did nobody say nothing? So now, guys, Donald Trump says 47 says smart people don't like me while addressing crowd at a recent gala. So what the hell did that mean, y'all? What did that mean? Y'all, what did that mean? Tell me what y'all think that means. If he says smart people don't like him, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to be going to Winter Wonderland. That's going to be in Atlanta on December 20th. And the meet and greet is going to be that Friday, December 19th. So that's going to be me, Sassy T from the 803, and Tea Talk with Your Girl. So let's take a listen, guys. He said, yeah, smart people know your fucking game. That's why. That's why. He said smart people don't like him, guys. What do y'all think that means? We know your fucking game. That's why.
Don't like me, you know, and they don't like what we talk about. Smart people don't like me, you know, and they don't like what we talk about. Smart people don't like me, you know, and they don't like what we talk about. Smart people don't like me, you know, and they don't like what we.
Yeah, because they know you full of shit. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. That's where I got this article from. Yeah, smart people know your fucking game and know what fucking bullshit you be on. That's why. You right about that. They done gave him a good shot in his ass. They done gave him a good shot in the ass, y'all. You right, smart people don't like your ass. Because they know you dumber than a fucking bag of rocks. That's why. They know you dumber than a motherfucking bag of rocks. The smart people know you dumb, but you go over there with MAGA. They don't know no better. They do not know better. That's why. This is a shame. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Now, y'all know I get them mixed up sometimes, Tia and Tamara. Wait, Tamara is the one with the mole on her that's married to the clear man. I think, ain't she the one married to the clear man, guys? Because she gonna put a post up and say, Tamara Mowry shares a post about people celebrating the unaliving after the Charley Kirk shoot. Now, wait a minute. Is she the one married to the clear man? Yeah, she's married to the clear man. Tia is. So that somebody said, and this is why Beyonce only wished Tia a happy birthday. Tia is the one that was married to Corey. So this is Tamara, the one that's married to the clear man. And y'all know he's a Republican. Okay, so they said, girl, we will never forget what your husband said about Trayvon. Please go away from us with this. They said, baby, your husband said some nasty work on Trayvon Martin. Go set this one out, please. They said she loves her some white supremacists. People are confused and celebrating with just not giving a fuck. They said we've been lost her, giving her no more shine. They said this is why we only acknowledge Tia. All right, this is Tamara. Okay, Tia is the other one that was married to the Corey, the black man. They said you are married to a Trump supporter. We've always chose Tia. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Tell us how you really feel. I had it wrong. Tamara is the one that's married to the clear man. The woke and educated. See how dumb he sounds, but always saying black women that is smarter than him has a low IQ. Right. He said that because he knows his followers are dumb, ignorant, and uneducated. I heard his son dropped out of college and is back at the White House. Do you think Barron is on the spectrum? I do. Now they are saying his son is going to school in Washington. Yeah, I think Barron. Yeah, I do. I do, y'all. Now, it's nothing wrong with that. They probably should have got him. You know, in college they do have special I forgot, it's some like special things that can help the kids in college, you know, because you know kids that are articulate, they can go to college, but they got special programs and stuff for them. But 47 probably didn't want to put them in that, but they do got special programs for them. They do. They do. They got special stuff for them. And remember, if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing to the channel. We are trying to grow over here. Think about becoming a subscriber. And if you're not subscribed to my new channel, Drop the T 2.0, please make sure that you're subscribed. And if you didn't watch my other channel from earlier, my other live, please make sure you watch that one as well. Yeah, I don't know. This world is coming to, I don't know what the hell this damn world is coming to. It's just terrible. It's really bad. Yes, all colleges have disability departments for the students. When I was a student, I worked in the disability center at York City. Yeah, so they should have put Barrett in there. All you got to do is tell them. But you know what? I think Trump would not have wanted that for him because, you know, he's a Trump. You know, he probably wouldn't want that for him. How many likes we got in the chat, guys? Now, guys, I do want to you said yes, Barron is special, allegedly. You know, Trump ain't gonna let people put him in that type of class because then people will talk. But if your child needs help, he needs help. Just like Krishan Rock, if your child need help, I'd rather for my child to get help and not get help. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of people, you know, start off like that and they become better people in life. I don't know what's wrong with people. If your kid, I'd rather for my child to get help than not to get help. I do. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep my. Okay, guys, I do want to review a little bit of Hard and Hustle. I do want to review a little bit of that. Let me know how many of you guys are watching Hard and Hustle. It's really, really, really good. Let me know if you guys are watching it. And then, guys, y'all know Hard and Hustle has a fan page. So if you're not subscribed to it, I encourage you guys to subscribe to it. It's really, really good. And they have a lot of different clips and things on there. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't know the Hard and Hustle Houston, the cultural this and podcast. I didn't know they were going to be on a podcast. I would have went over there and watched it. I sure have went over there and watched it. I would have went over there and watched it. Yeah, okay, so Alina, I don't think Alina husband, I don't know. Do y'all think Alina husband wants to stay married? Do y'all think he want to be married? He gives me the vibe that he doesn't want to be married, guys. So, I don't know. Do y'all think Alina and her husband want to be married? Hey, Committed to the Journey. Make sure y'all are doing the thumbs up when you come in. Trump rather for the boy to be dumb like him rather than get him in special programs. Right. Oh, Spectations. This is not being produced by CK. This is not produced by CK. They made sure they put that out there. It's not produced by him. It's not produced by him at all. But this is a good show. These ladies really tell their life and pour really into the show. That's why I like it. I know put a bad taste in everybody's mouth, but these shows that are coming on now are not produced by CK. I don't think so either, Deborah. But I do want Latoya to get out there and get her somebody, a man. So Manera is going to talk to her about setting her up on a blind date. I think that would be awesome for her because she hasn't had a man in a very long time. So I think this would be awesome for her.
That you feel like you have to be strong about?
Carrying the burden of a lot of other people. Me growing up, I lived overseas for a while, and my mom and my dad ended up getting separated and divorcing. We came to the States by ourselves, and my mom had to be a single mom. She had to do everything on her own. She's the only person in this country.
Y'all came overseas because of what?
She didn't want to raise me there, so she left. My mom raised me. She was a single mom. She's from India, and my dad is African American. She lived overseas with my dad, ended up moving because things didn't work out with them. They got divorced when I was really young, so we lived in India before moving to the States. And she had to realize and learn how to be a single mom. So seeing her struggle honestly motivated me and molded me into the woman that I am. We lived in the basement with another family for like 6-7 years. You know, I'm in elementary and I'm coming back and I'm seeing her like breaking down, crying because she's trying to figure out like, how do I get out the situation? That's probably why I am so hard. So for me, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna just keep all this stuff in. I'm not gonna talk about it. My mom had to grind. She had to struggle. She came here with nothing to raise me. And I love her for that. I thank her for that. But it was difficult and it really changed my perspective on a lot of things. Being strong and suppressing is all I know how to do.
Looking at Manira's open up and cry, I see a lot of myself in her and I want to open up as well. Seeing her let go and sharing her truth, it makes me feel like me sharing my truth may be worth the risk.
I do appreciate you allowing me to open up, even though I don't like opening up.
Well, I think you should definitely allow yourself to figure out how to get that pressure off of you and allow yourself to have those vulnerable moments.
Typically, I'm the person that's always listening and providing advice. So right now, it really feels good for the roles to be flipped and for me to be the person that expresses how I feel and things that I'm going through. So I do feel a lot better just releasing some of that I've been holding on to.
Maybe a pole class will help.
A pole class will not help.
Do you know my daughter's room used to be my pole room?
Oh, so you known to be the pole mom.
What is it? What is it that you feel like you have to be strong about?
Carrying the burden of a lot of other people.
So Manira said the reason she grind and worked so much is because when her mother came over here, because her mother and her father got a divorce, they lived in a basement with another family for 7 years. And she said her mother struggled so hard for her. That's why her mother lives with her. And she tries to take really good care of her mother. And that's why she didn't want her husband and her mother to be at odds, because she was not going to let go of her mother, because without her mother, she wouldn't have got over here to the States. And her mother sacrificed so much for her to be over here in the States. Her daddy is African American and her mother is German or something like that. But that's why she's close to her mom. And she said she don't want to be, she don't want to be broke no more. They lived in a basement with another family for 7 years without no help from her dad at all. And by Alina talking to Manira, and Manira's just opening up, just telling everything, Alina said she's going to be more open. Because like I said, I think Alina's husband has did more to her than just cheat on her before they got married. It got to be more to the story. Has he been continuously cheating since they've been married? Because no homo, Alina is a pretty woman. She's a pretty woman. She's a gorgeous woman. And, she can get her somebody else. Not to say her husband is ugly or anything like that, but, she's been with him ever since, I think, middle school, she said, or high school. I think, she could, level up. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. So they're going to go to the they're trying to get their Latoria a man, because like I said, she has not dated in a while. So she's not dated in a while.
Hello.
Don't mind me with the clips. I'm not going in any order. Don't mind me.
Yes, housewife and mommy.
The house is quiet. Everybody's gone. The kids are at school.
Okay, cool.
Elena invited me to pole dancing, and although it sounds fun, I did decline on it because I was working, and I think our schedules just haven't aligned to where we meet up. I'm just excited to spend some time with my girl. We're not the same people we were when we first got married, but how are you feeling now, like today?
It's almost like a waiting game.
Waiting for him?
Yeah.
So you feel like you're at one level and he's at a different level and you're trying to get him to meet you at that level?
Yeah. There's just been like a total disconnect. And then when you're not seeing the steps being done, it's hard to...
What steps do you think will help you get to that point?
The initial steps were just individual therapy and then couples therapy.
Which he's working on that, right?
He's done a session.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if he does more of those sessions, I will see huge changes for sure. I really need to see more effort from Josh when it comes to the individual therapy sessions. I just really want him to take accountability for violating my trust.
I know with us.
Well, guys, do y'all think it's more to that? Because this happened when they both first got married. So why is it just coming out now that they've been married for what, 19 years? So did he violate her trust again? Did he violate the trust again? That's what I'm not understanding. Let me know what y'all think in the chat.
It's not perfect. It's not perfection. We have our own issues and struggles, and something that I want to incorporate more, even with my content, is showing the vulnerable side a little more on there. Because I'm sure that I'm not the only person like struggling with trying to be strong all the time and trying to keep everything in. So maybe if I put myself out there a little more and express that, other people would.
Everybody love vulnerable posts.
Yeah.
I think with Manera being an influencer, she has this guard up, these walls up. And I understand that because I know at times I do as well. I think we both have to realize that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to not have it all figured out. And that's a part of life.
Hello.
So guys, what do y'all think about, so Elena is beautiful with sad eyes though. She's beautiful. Her mother is Indian. Okay, thank you. Great time to carry her. Doctor's appointment in the morning. We'll try to catch you next slide. Thank you. Just stop the live. Thank you. Is Elena the brown skin? Yes, lady with the short hair. Yes. There's so many women I get confused with the names. Yes, Expectations. The show is produced by Jesse Collins. Yes. No, I do not think Elena's husband wants to be married. I don't know. He's okay. This is what I tell people. Just because you have a man or husband that's quiet, don't think they won't creep out. Don't think they won't tiptoe out and do some shit. Okay? Yes, Elena's husband looks quiet, but them quiet ones you gotta watch, y'all. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch the quiet ones. You gotta watch the quiet ones because they will do some things. Just saying. I'm not so much trying to. I'm just saying they will do some stuff, you guys. They will, you know what I'm saying. People think because you're, somebody is quiet that they won't make moves. They will make moves. In my personal opinion, guys, they will make moves. I have, yeah, So we're going to get into where we talk to Latoya. Latoya wants to meet a man now because she was going through grief with her father about her father She was going through a lot of grief about that, but now she's ready to date. But a lot of men, she said, are intimidated about her job. So that's
I'm okay. Thank you so much for this house call.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's definitely been a while. I appreciate it. Sorry, my dog is going through stuff too. On average, me and Miss Sylvia do virtual sessions, but she's told me before, if I need her, call her and she's coming. This session, I needed her. I recently just had a 1-year anniversary of my dad's death. I needed to be at home, so she came. She came to my rescue.
So how are you?
Hanging in there.
So the last time we met, it was close to your dad's anniversary date. How did you maneuver? How did you do?
I struggled. That morning I got up, I didn't really know how to feel. I didn't really know how to process everything. I recently just lost my dad. He was my best friend, my eyes and my ears. He was my protector. He was a single father. He was my biggest supporter. We talked all day, every day, and nobody in this world showed up for me like my dad. My dad was my best friend.
Of course.
My dad was the one person that cheered for me the loudest.
Right.
I think about not just him being gone, but the fact that I found him dead. I walked in the house and I went to his room, and he was laid on his bed. His eyes were open and he was deceased. He had had a heart attack. So finding my dad dead, having to figure out life without my dad has been like the hardest thing in my life. I feel like I'm in this big world all by myself. I come home and I'm alone. I get up and I'm alone. I'm taking care of my household, taking care of my dad's household and his estate. Right. So I have to work harder. I have to bring in extra revenue. I got to make sure my staff is good. I got to make sure all 20 clients are good. I deal with everybody's issues and I deal with it alone. Hi, Miss Sylvia.
How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you so much for...
Well, do y'all think that she's putting a lot of stress on herself? Because she says she's dealing with her daddy's estate, so she got to make sure she get extra income coming in. So is she doing that because she has to sell the house and make sure she pays the bills and things in his house until the house is sold? It looks like he's a police officer, so I know he has, money and things like that. And if she was the only child, he has things set up for her or what have you. Do y'all think she's just going through grief right now or what have you? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about that.
Where are you as far as wanting to be in a relationship? Yeah. How is that going?
I mean, I've always wanted to be in a relationship. I feel like there's a huge part of me that's a lover, that's a nurturer, that, I feel like I'm wifey material, Miss.
I feel like you are too. And it's never too late to be a wife. It's
exactly.
Never too late. What stops you from just dating, going on dates?
I have not had the luxury of being courted and being dated properly. I've met the guys that everything about me is intimidating to them. I always get the guys that they're intimidated, not because of who I am, but what I do. So a lot of them can't see past the fact of, oh, you are with this celebrity who makes this much, or you are with this person that, we just saw on TV. And it's like, yeah, but that's my job. Like, I don't go down to the bank where you work and categorize everybody that's counting money.
Do you think, I can feel her. I think that some men would be intimidated by your job if you're around a lot of celebrities all the time, and that they might feel that you might get intimidated, or how can I put it? You might be turned on by a man who makes more money than your actual man or husband does. But if you are secure in your relationship and that you're treating your woman right, or your wife right, you shouldn't have anything to be worried about. You shouldn't have any insecurities or anything about yourself. Long as you're able to hold down your household and you treat your woman right, you shouldn't have a care in the world about anyone being able to take your woman. If you don't trust your woman, then you shouldn't be with her. And if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you shouldn't worry about that. Vice versa. Because if I got to worry about somebody taking a man that I'm with, I don't need him. And let's just keep it at 100. If I got to worry about you going out this house and a woman being able to take you, sir, I'm not going to stay up day and night worried about somebody taking my husband or my man. I go to sleep good every night, huh? I'm not worried about that. Just saying.
So why are you doing that to me? My friend has set me up on a blind date. And I'm open to a blind date,
That's perfect. That's a good way to find out if that's someone you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to it. I've never shunned away anything,
Right.
I'm more so seeking something that has substance.
I've been so focused on my healing journey since my dad passed. Dating hasn't been on my mind, but I'm open to getting out there and trying new things.
So what I always hear and see about you is that you're constantly wanting to grow. Maybe now is the time to go ahead and grow.
Yeah.
So you can settle down and have a relationship.
Yeah, I appreciate you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
No homework this week.
Okay, no homework.
this week.
Okay, I did my homework last week too.
No homework this week.
Okay.
Where are you as far as wanting to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
How is that going?
I mean, I've always wanted to be in a relationship.
So how do y'all feel about Hard and Hustle? I feel really bad for Latoya. I do. I feel bad for her that, she has the girls, but I think that's not the same as having family and an actual man. Wait a minute. I don't know. I just wish she would say it. Do you think she is embarrassed to say what it is? I do. I do think Alina is afraid to say what it is. Look, if your man had cheated on you, if he got another baby, just said Alina already. Because I think after Sunday, we got 2 more episodes left. When I get off of here, I'm going to watch Fatima. Fatima's back on. I'm going to watch Fatima because y'all know I watch Fatima. I watch Sisters. I do watch All the Queen's Men, but I'm behind on that. I watch The Brothers. I'm behind on that. And I need to watch the Black Hamptons. I haven't watched season 2 yet. I haven't watched the Beauty in Black because I've been trying to keep up with what's going on YouTube so I can make sure I got content and stuff like that. So I'm behind on a lot of stuff. I'm behind on a lot of stuff that I need to be watching. But I said, maybe I'm going to be able, when I get off of here, I think I'm going to watch some stuff. I think I am. I think I'm going to watch some stuff when I get off of here. Maybe. I keep hearing the Beauty in the Black is, people keep saying the Beauty in the Black is real good. Now, let me know if y'all watching the Beauty in the Black, because my daughter is watching that. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Why are you watching that? My daughter, that's 14, she on season 2 because she watched season 1. So let me know if that's something that you should not be watching. Let me know that. Please let me know. You said he's still out here cheating possibly, but he isn't forced on her in their marriage. He isn't focused on her in their marriage. I don't think so either. I used to think it was something wrong with people having 3, 4, and 5 marriages. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If it don't work, it don't work. You see Latoya Luckett, her other husband, Thomas. Oh my God, he was so terrible to LaToya Luckett, and she got the hell up out of there. And she's married again. LaToya Luckett, she's married again. She's like, the hell with this. So the man that she's with now, it looks like he's a good fit. It looks like he treats her nice. I'm not gonna speak too soon because it looks like Thomas treated her nice, and he turned out to be a piece of shit. But one thing I like about LaToya getting the fucking win, baby. LaToya will get in the fucking win. She ain't playing. You said Elena and her husband looked sad and he looked so disconnected. Yes. But you know, y'all, Elena and her husband, they have small kids. That could be another thing too. They have a boy and a girl, they're small. I can relate to Laterica on this, being that I just lost my mom. I'm sorry to hear that, Deborah. It takes a secure man because it will not be a problem. But she's going to meet Manera. No, is it Manera? No, not Manera. We got Manera, Chloe, Rose. What is the damn other two women name? Latoria. And what's the other lady name? They're going to set her up on a date, guys. But I think this man here is not. I don't think he is her speed. You get what I'm saying? What is this? Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Labrina. So, what is this? So Labrina is going to set her up on a date, guys. Labrina is going to set her up on a date, guys. I don't think this man here was quite a fit for her. Let me know what y'all think.
If Labrina told you, but one of my fears, I'm scared of horses.
Now, we wouldn't make it.
Child, you ain't even hurt me out.
Hell no.
Oh. So when was your last date?
It's been a while. Been divorced since 2007. Man, I was good. I didn't want love. I gave up on love. I'm on.
Wait a minute, guys. Let me make sure this is the right one. Wait a minute.
I've been single for some years now. I haven't really had the luxury of going on a lot of dates. The guys that do approach me in my DMs, I just be like, where's your teeth? Where? But I'm looking forward to meeting the cowboy that Labrina set me up with. I ain't in a minute, okay?
No.
Saddle up.
Wait a minute, guys.
Hi.
She said that her thing ain't purred in a minute. So she tired of hearing about all of her other friends purring. You know, they miss Kitty's purring and hers ain't purred. So she ready to get back out there. Now, Labrina said her and her husband ain't had sex in 2 or 3 months. So Labrina ain't getting none either. So Labrina and Laterica, they not get no sex. So that I guess Laterica is tired of hearing about not getting no sex. So I guess she ready to, get back out there. And Labrina can set her up with this man here, y'all. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this gonna be a good match for her? I don't think so. But let's see.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm Latoria. I'm a hugger.
Hello,
Nice to meet
Latoria.
you.
How are you?
Good, good, good.
Did I pronounce your name right?
Latoria, like Victoria, but
Latoria.
Yeah. So what did Labrina tell you about me?
Brenda said that's somebody that I think you might be potentially into. You know, she said, I can't guarantee you nothing, or blase, blase, but y'all might kick it out. Sometimes God put out stuff for you, man. And
How'd y'all meet?
Horses. Yeah, but horses got us all.
Why is this paused? Let me just a second, y'all. I don't know why this is paused. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know why this is paused.
I've been single for some years now. I haven't really had the luxury of going on a lot of dates. The guys that do approach me in my DMs, I just be like, where's your teeth? Where? But I'm looking forward to meeting the cowboy that Labrina set me up with. I ain't in a minute, okay? Saddle up. Hi.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm Latoria. I'm a hugger. Nice to meet you.
Latoria, how are you?
Good, good, good.
Did I pronounce your name right?
Latoria, like Victoria, but
Latoria.
Yeah. So what did Labrina tell you about me?
Brenda said that's somebody that I think you might be potentially into. You know, she said, I can't guarantee you nothing, or blase, blase, but y'all might kick it out. Sometimes God put out stuff for you, man. And
How'd y'all meet?
Horses. Yeah, but horses got us all.
Wow.
Horses turn into horse folks turn into family people.
Oh,
so that's what it turned into.
Yeah, I love that. So you mentioned guys, so you're a believer.
I'm definitely
Good.
Born, bred, raised in a believing world. Yes, absolutely. I think I was riding my horse one day. I had to think about that stuff for a second and just stop and just vibe with it.
Banks isn't typically the guy I would go for. Definitely older, a little bit more with salt and pepper. But he seems to be a nice guy.
I'm a horseman through and through. I have one that's bred, named Six, meaning she due to have a baby at the end of the month. That's my horse of all horses. That's probably my favorite horse I've had in the whole 27 years of me dealing with horses.
Wow.
She's special, man.
Wow. You ride her?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to break my stuff down, it'd be 60% horses, 20% 18-wheelers.
Okay.
20% motorcycle.
Okay.
And 10% personal.
Okay. So he seems to have good qualities. But baby, that's 110%. You like 18-wheelers?
Yep, I drive an 18-wheeler every day.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So that's your 9 to 5?
It's not a 9 to 5 when you're working for yourself. When you're working for yourself,
there we go.
You don't have no cutout.
Okay, he's an entrepreneur, so he's a hustler. That's cool.
Bree had a horse, Pretty Palomino. I've turned down $60K for her.
Why?
Because I love him.
Okay. $60K?
$60K.
I would have to give her a hug and say it's been nice. Banks' love for horses is a little abnormal. So how many horses do you have?
7. Got a horse named Six. Got a horse named Waterboy.
Okay.
Got a horse named Chance.
I kind of think he should have went on a date with the horse, not me. I've been single for some years now. I haven't really had the luxury of going on a lot of dates. The guys that do approach me in my DMs, I just be like, where's your teeth? Where? But I'm looking forward to meeting the cowboy that Labrina set me up with. I ain't in a minute, okay? Saddle up. Hi.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm Latoria. I'm a hugger. Nice to meet you.
Latoria, how are you?
Good, good, good.
Did I pronounce your name right?
Latoria, like Victoria, but
Latoria.
Yeah. So what did Labrina tell you about me?
Brenda said that's somebody that I think you might be potentially into. You know, she said, I can't guarantee you nothing, or blase, blase, but y'all might kick it out. Sometimes God put out stuff for you, man. And
How'd y'all meet?
Horses.
Okay, so do we think this is her type? Do we think this is her type, guys? Do you think this is her Latoya's type? I don't know. I think he is. I think he's set in his ways. I don't think this is her type. What do y'all think? Wait a minute. Latoya should not have set Latoya up with that guy. You said no? I heard Beauty in the Black is really good. What network does it come on? It comes on Netflix. I'm gonna have to go back and watch all the Queen Man. I need to catch up. You said Labrina should not have set her up with this guy. Sabrina should have just brought a damn horse on the date. Seems like that would have made old dude happy because he was not looking for a woman. He was looking for a horse. Oh, wow. Not a good match. No. You said no? Okay. Okay, so do you guys like Ro? Now, Ro is dating, but she won't come out and say who he is. Ro is dating a football player. I think that's what she said. But she won't say who it is. They like on again, off again kind of thing. She's dating a football player. So I can see that in Ro. I can see that in Ro. I can see that in Ro, a football player or basketball player because of the type of job she does.
Because I have some relationship issues. I got some problems. And Chloe's the only person I feel like I can really honestly talk to.
What's wrong?
Girl, I was done all day and I just took me forever to get over
You
here.
look like you've been crying.
I feel like me and Chloe can talk about anything and everything, and there's no judgment. I really do value our friendship that we have. So she knows how to console me correctly, and I know she'll give me some good advice.
You want wine or water or juice or what? I don't have any tequila.
Some water, cool, or some juice.
Damn, you're not drinking either?
Not right now.
Oh, you must be mad about something. This one is blueberry lemon.
You look pretty.
No, let's get, what is wrong with you? What happened?
Nothing.
Come on, let's sit on the couch. Come here, because you, come on. I'm always happy to see Ro. Her energy is just contagious. So when she walks in my house and looking all crazy, you are not your usual self. I'm confused. Girl, what's wrong with you?
Got like a little situation and then going on, whatever that I've been dealing with.
Which situation? You got
the guy I told you about, the one that's younger than me.
Boo thing.
So I'm currently in a relationship off and on with somebody. It's been going on 4 years now. He's in the NBA and I love him to death, but I just want more out of a relationship right now. And he's not on that. So I need to make some decisions. Like we ain't really been talking lately because we kind of got into it or whatever. And I just been stressed. I've been doing some. I am very late. My period has not come yet.
Girl, this is a lot.
I absolutely have mixed feelings about this because it's like, of course, I do want to be pregnant and I do want to have another kid, but I just didn't plan on it being like this. I am taking dating serious now, and I do want to get married and have a real relationship with someone, but me and my boo are like not in a good space right now. I've been pregnant and I've been pregnant alone already. I don't want to go through that again. I'm meeting up with Chloe today because I have some relationship issues. I got some problems, and Chloe's the only person I feel like I can really honestly talk to.
What's wrong?
Girl, I was done all day and I just took me forever to get over
You
here.
look like you've been crying.
I feel like me and Chloe can talk about anything and everything, and there's no judgment. I really do.
So I like that they have like a whole group of women, but you know, some women in the group kind of click more than others, and I like that they have like one person that they feel that they can confide in more than the other. And Ro and Chloe, I think they're like the firecracker in the group, and they can, you know, they bond more with each other. So I'm glad that she feels that she can go to Chloe and talk about what's going on with her. So I'm glad about that she can go and talk to somebody about what's going on with her. What do y'all think? So let me see the next one here.
I just feel like where we at right now is just awkward as hell. And then for me to want to be pregnant and all this time, and then all of a sudden it's like, you gotta be careful what you ask for type thing.
What do you think Sophia's gonna say?
You wanna know what happened?
You told her?
I got the Uber. You know, you Uber pregnancy test, you can Uber like all kind of stuff, right?
Oh, you can.
So I got the test Uber to the house, right? And I was getting ready.
You're not Ubered to the house.
I'm getting ready. She outside playing basketball. So I hear her go, So I was like,
girl, she got the package.
Girl, she walked there. She said, "What is this?" I know you ain't got. You got something you need to tell me, like yelling.
Oh my God.
She held the bag like this,
so she know what's up.
I said, "Oh no!" I was like, I said, "I'm about to go with my friend. That's her stuff." She told me get her one. She go, and she walked out the room.
Girl, let's take it. You want to take it?
I mean, I brought it.
We're gonna take this. Come on, open it up.
Like, if I am pregnant, this could change my life. And where I'm at in my life right now, this wasn't the expectation.
All right.
I'm gonna let you know.
Woo.
Oh,
if let me refill my wine a little bit more to the top, because if your ass pregnant, like, we got a baby shower to plan. And then I'm not gonna say you need to talk to him.
But I like Chloe. She's very supportive. She's very supportive of her friends. So I like that. That she's supportive. She's not saying, well, you shouldn't have no baby. Y'all, you know, are really not together like that. So she's supportive. I like that. And she's not giving her the third degree, because they often know, I'm sorry, the NBA. I wonder who is the dude that she's dating in the NBA. That, you know, y'all know I'm nosy.
But
I'm not telling him.
What if he be like, I don't want no baby?
He'll never say that. He's not a bad guy.
He would support your decisions, like, if you didn't want it or wanted it, like, how do you think that would
go? He's not. I would never be nobody who wouldn't support if I got pregnant. It was like gonna tell me to have an abortion or something like that. You know what I'm saying? What it say? You see it?
You sure you peed on that?
Let me see.
See, but this one is electronic. It says not pregnant.
We're gonna go with this one anyway.
Yeah, not pregnant, electronic.
This is bittersweet. I'm relieved I'm not pregnant, but at the same time, I do want to have a family. I just didn't want to have it like this. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not some little girl chasing clout trying to have a baby by an athlete. This wasn't the right way for me and Sophia.
You might have just saved yourself from a lot of unnecessary drama.
Well, let's cheers.
Cheers to you with your water.
With my water.
Miss, thought I was pregnant, but I'm not. So we gotta drink tequila next time I see you. Well, baby, I'm ready. You ain't pregnant? Let's turn up.
I just feel like where we at right now is just awkward as hell. And then for me to want to be pregnant and all this time, and then all of a sudden it's like, you gotta be careful what you.
Now I'm okay with that. I'm kind of a little bit relieved that she's with an NBA player. Boy and Ro are best friends in real life. Okay. Well, I'm kind of she said that her and the NBA player be on and off. But she said that he's not ready to, I guess, be, you know, how can I put it? The NBA player that she's dating, he doesn't want to be like committed. She said, but he buys her a lot of stuff, gives her money and stuff like that, but he's not ready to be committed and come out in the public. So I think they maybe have an open relationship. And I guess when he's in her town, he, you know, something like that. But she said she's been messing with him for a long time. I like you drop the T. I wonder who is. I'm like you drop the T. I wonder who is the NBA player. I know. I wonder who it is too. I wonder who is the NBA player. I don't think she gonna tell her, because I think she don't want to bust him out. So I think she's not gonna tell us who he is, because I don't think she wants to bust him out. What do y'all think? Because, like I said, the show is doing really good. So I think they're going to get a season 2, because, like I said, they only got, after Sunday, they got 2 more seasons left. So the show is going to be renewed, because the show is really good. So I think the show is going to be back on. But what do y'all think? I think that not Ro. I hope Alina tells us more about what's going on with her. I want to know if Chloe is still dating that younger man, because she said he's on the back burner for now. There is some drama going on with Sabrina and her son that's not by her husband, where her son said that he felt left out, like he didn't fit in. And Manera, she's opening up more about her life with her mother and things like that. And then we got Latera, who's looking for a date. So, you know, the show is pretty good. I like it. I like the show. I like the show because they're more authentic. They're not making up storylines and things like that. So I can say that I like this show more. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville could have been a better show if they would have been authentic and not held back things. That's just my personal opinion, you know. And they wouldn't have let one person get ganged up on. That it could have been a hit, y'all. It could have. You think the Houston Rockets? You think he plays for the Houston? He could be. It could be, because she said she's been messing with him for a while. She's been messing with him for a while. And she wants to start a family. But see, this is the thing. Some men like that, you can't, you know, when they're on the road and stuff like that, they just not ready to, you know. So we got one more little clip here from Ro. Ro is having some issues with herself. She has a therapist too.
And so what's been going on?
I've been thinking about this, guys. Like a lot of like movie stars, actress, and other people. A lot of people see therapists, counselors, and we think because these people are on TV that they don't have shit going on in their life too. You know, like everybody else. Everybody got shit going on in their life that they need somebody to talk to.
On at work.
It's just been a lot of like, I've given myself so much to so many different people for so long, right? And that whether it's through work or family or friendship or loyalty, right? Mm-hmm. But now it's time for me to be giving back to myself now. And it's hard for me, but just because it's just not naturally who I am.
So if you feel like you're giving so much and you're not receiving, there's a boundary issue. It is ideally, it's like, okay, I'll just start saying no. Boundaries is way more than that. It's not just saying no to people. You're teaching people how to love you so you can love them. Mm-hmm. I need boundaries so I can love you the right way and I can love myself at the same time.
I don't even like talking about it because it just blows me. But I've been dealing with somebody for like 2 or 3 years, like 3 years or more. And he played basketball, right? Mm-hmm. So like I said, I always put my feelings behind because of him. I'm more worried about him than I'm worried about myself. Mm. I actually put my family and my friends and the men I date in front of me too. I feel like times like they may have a game and it's like, I can't have my emotions in that moment because they have something going on that's more important than my emotions in the moment. That's how I feel. I date and I've dated basketball players. I know how they are during the season. Their brains are wrapped around work. Mm-hmm. You damn near can't even bother them when it comes to certain stuff. It's like you have to cover your own feelings because of what they got going on, right? Yeah. And I know that, but you know where my homegirl said something the other day because I went out and I was talking to her about it because I thought I was pregnant. And I done got to the point in my life where I don't have to date a man because he gives me stuff because he does something or because his motion. I got my own motion. I'm my own person. And I'm proud of who I am. Mm-hmm. And I don't need a man for none of that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like a lot of stuff that he does for me financially and like gifts and stuff like that is because he's making up for not being able to give me love or like time or stuff like that. And the situation is, I've been in a situation before. It's like I'm numbing how I feel and what I have going on to keep him from having to deal with what I got going on because I know he got so much going on. Like everything he got going on is so much more important than what I got going on.
So what did you teach him? What are you teaching him?
That he's more important to me.
Last time we didn't really talk too much about work. And so what's been going on at work?
It's just been a lot of like, I've given myself so much to so many different people for so long, right? And that whether it's through work or family or friendship or loyalty, right? But now it's time for me to be giving back to myself now. And it's hard for me, but just because it's just not naturally who I am.
So if you feel like you're giving so much and you're not receiving, there's a boundary issue. It is ideally, it's like, okay, I'll just start saying no. Boundaries is way more than that. It's not just saying no to people. You're teaching people how to love you so you can love them. I need boundaries so I can love you the right way and I can love myself at the same time.
I don't even like talking about it because it just blows me. But I've been dealing with somebody for like 2 or 3 years, like 3 years or more. And he played basketball, right? So like I said, I always put my feelings behind because of him. I'm more worried about him than I'm worried about myself. I actually put my family and my friends and the men I date in front of me too. I feel like times like they may have a game and it's like, I can't have my emotions in that moment because they have something going on that's more important than my emotions in the moment. That's how I feel. I date and I've dated basketball players. I know how they are during the season. Their brains are wrapped around work. You damn near can't even bother them when it comes to certain stuff. It's like you have to cover your own feelings because of what they got going on, right?
Yeah.
And I know that, but we know where my homegirl said something the other day because I went out and I was talking to her about it because I thought I was pregnant. And I done got to the point in my life where I don't have to date a man because he gives me stuff because he does something or because his motion. I got my own motion. I'm my own person. And I'm proud of who I am. And I don't need a man for none of that. But I feel like a lot of stuff that he does for me financially and like gifts and stuff like that is because he's making up for not being able to give me love or like time or stuff like that. And the situation is, I've been in a situation before. It's like I'm numbing how I feel having to deal with what I got going on because I know he got so much going on. Like everything he got going on is so much more important than what I got going on.
So what did you teach him? What are you teaching him?
That he's more important to me.
Last time we didn't really talk too much about work. And so what's been going on at work?
It's just been a lot of like, I've given myself so much to so many different people for so long, right? And that whether it's through work or family or friendship or loyalty, right? But now it's time for me to be giving back to myself now. And it's hard for me, but just because it's just not naturally who I am.
So if you feel like you're giving so much and you're not receiving, there's a boundary issue. It is ideally, it's like, okay, I'll just start saying no. Boundaries is way more than that. It's not just saying no to people. You're teaching people how to love you so you can love them. I need boundaries so I can love you the right way and I can love myself at the same time.
I don't even like talking about it because it just blows me. But I've been dealing with somebody for like 2 or 3 years, like 3 years or more. And he played basketball, right? So like I said, I always put my feelings behind because of him. I'm more worried about him than I'm worried about myself. I actually put my family and my friends and the men I date in front of me too. I feel like times like they may have a game and it's like, I can't have my emotions in that moment because they have something going on that's more important than my emotions in the moment. That's how I feel. I date and I've dated basketball players. I know how they are during the season. Their brains are wrapped around work. You damn near can't even bother them when it comes to certain stuff. It's like you have to cover your own feelings because of what they got going on, right?
Yeah.
And I know that, but we know where my homegirl said something the other day because I went out and I was talking to her about it because I thought I was pregnant. And I done got to the point in my life where I don't have to date a man because he gives me stuff because he does something or because his motion. I got my own motion. I'm my own person. And I'm proud of who I am. And I don't need a man for none of that. But I feel like a lot of stuff that he does for me financially and like gifts and stuff like that is because he's making up for not being able to give me love or like time or stuff like that. And the situation is, I've been in a situation before. It's like I'm numbing how I feel and what I have going on to keep him from having to deal with what I got going on because I know he got so much going on. Like everything he got going on is so much more important than what I got going on.
So what did you teach him? What are you teaching him?
That he's more important to me.
Last time we didn't really talk too much about work. And so what's been going on at work?
It's just been a lot of like, I've given myself so much to so many different people for so long, right? And that whether it's through work or family or friendship or loyalty, right? But now it's time for me to be giving back to myself now. And it's hard for me, but just because it's just not naturally.
So what do you think about Ro in this particular thing? Do you think that Roe is giving too much to the NBA player and to her friends and not enough to herself? Do you think she should cut things off with this basketball player because it seems like they're not on the same level and she wants to have kids or a baby and be a family and he's not on, on that type of time right now? What do y'all think? I do think that Rose should have a talk with this man. And if she says she's been messing with her for 2 or 3 years, and if he's not ready to commit like that, I think she should move on and find somebody that's in her in Houston that can give her what she's looking for. Why do you want to keep holding on to this guy and he's not what you're looking for and he can't give you what you want, which is a family and a baby? Am I right or wrong? But y'all know what's going on with Dallas and Houston. Me personally, I would be scared to date somebody there. Unless we could go to the doctor and the health department together and get tested, then no, it'll be a no-go. We have to go to the health department and to the doctor and get tested because they're saying so many people there have like STDs and HIVs. We would have to go get tested together to make sure nobody has them. That's just me personally. He can't commit. He won't go public, but you are putting him first before yourself. Gifts and being spoiled is nice, but spoil me with your affection and care. Yeah, I would move on and choose me. Right. Yes, she is always given to others. Yes. And like I said, they were, and then, like I said, right now in Dallas and in Houston, it's dangerous to date there right now because I was going to show, they keep on still saying that the HIV rate and STD rate in Houston and Dallas is still high. So it's kind of a little scary to date people there. And if she's almost, and if she said that she thought she was pregnant by him, they're not using no protection. And with the rate, they talking about is HIV there and STD, should nobody be having unprotected sex? Because if they're not in a committed relationship, y'all don't think he's sleeping with other people when he's there? Oh no, that's a no for me. That would be a no for me. Oh no. That ain't where you want to be sleeping around at. I'm wondering if he's as serious about the relationship as she is, because why are they not public with their relationship? Because she said their relationship is off and up. No, me personally, I ain't gonna be able to do it. It's too many diseases and stuff going on there. Not to say it's not going on everywhere, but specifically there in Houston and in Texas, no, ma'am. And if he doesn't want to be exclusive, that's telling me a lot right there that you messing with other people. And if you freely giving out money and gifts, so you might, and if we're not committed, so you don't have a problem with doing that. So you don't care about giving out money and gifts. Nuh-uh. Sometimes you got to take your losses. And she's like, she don't care about the money and gift because, when she worked at and what she do, she make a lot of money. But she don't care about none of that. That's what she's saying. But what do y'all think? It'd be like that sometime. It does. It'd be like that sometime. But what I'm thinking that, they getting up in age. And then, also, Chloe, she want kids too. So I'm trying to figure out, does she want kids by that dude that's 27? Do you want kids by him? Because Chloe is like, what, 45? Because Chloe want more kids. She already got 2 daughters. She want more kids. So when do you plan on having these kids, Chloe? Do you want to be married and have the kids, or do you just want to get pregnant? Because they don't think it's a good idea for you to have kids in your late 40s. Just saying. I wouldn't want to have kids in my late 40s. But, you know, you can't tell nobody when to have kids. Because y'all heard Chloe said she want to still have kids. Chloe is 45, 44, 45. And then the dude that she dated is what, 26? No, No, hell no. These people be, oh no, I am not able. I could not see myself having no child at 45 or 50 years old. Bella will be 14 years old next month. There's no way on God's green earth, but I'm even thinking about having some kids. No, hell no. I like to travel too much now. I don't want no more. Hell no. No. The only car seat I'm be carrying is my grandbaby. Now, no. That's a no-go for me. I think Chloe just wants kids because she is dating that younger guy. You think so, Deborah? You said it does not matter. They still should have been public one time between the 3 years of being off and on. Yeah. And I have not been to Houston or Dallas, and that's my goal to go there next year. Because I love how Houston and Dallas houses are made. The weather I would have to get used to. But I'm gonna look at North Carolina and South Carolina. In Dallas and Houston, their houses are much cheaper and you get more bang for your buck than in Dallas, in Texas and in North Carolina for houses. So I would rather go there and buy me a house than here. Well, I own a house here, but I'm saying you'll get more bang for your buck there. I just don't think Chloe, well, I can't tell nobody what to do. She's going to be really, really at high risk, and the type of job Chloe has as an event coordinator, that's not good for her business, but I digress. But I do really hope that Chloe, sees that her husband did not mean business, because this man only went to one therapy session, one counseling session. So he's not trying to stand on business. So I know people want to hold their family together, but this man don't mean no business. Chloe, he said he wanted to, when Chloe tried to when Alina said that she wanted to do couples therapy, he said, well, let him go to therapy first by itself. If you want to go to couple, therapy by yourself, that's fine. But you only been to one fucking therapy? No, sir. It's a no for me. But do what you want to do. All right, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours, really 4. We could get up off of here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to my channel. Make sure if you didn't hit the like button when you came in, hit it on your way out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow and be safe.